Hello, WHOTUBE Gallifrey here, and welcome to my review on the 4th episode of the Doctor Who spin-off Class. Now this episode is called The Co-Owner of the Lonely Heart, and it's the first part of a two-part story. The next part is called Bravish Heart, and that comes out next week. But today I'm reviewing The Co-Owner of the Lonely Heart. Now, The Co-Owner of the Lonely Heart. Well, I think it's a brilliant episode, but it's not my favourite episode of Class so far. Seeing as the first 3 episodes, they were brilliant, and the Co-Owner of the Lonely Heart, it wasn't at the full potential of the first 3 episodes, but it was still good, and I reckon the next episode is going to be even better, seeing as this episode left us on a massive cliffhanger. And this story, well, this episode had 2 storylines going on as well, which I found brilliant. We learnt more about the governors in this, we got a lot more character development and learned a lot more about the characters' pasts, and we started to see more romance in this, which, you know, makes it not simple for kids. But let's forget about that. Let's talk about the actual episode. Well, I did think this episode was action-packed, and I like both storylines. I like the storyline where the Shadow Kin are coming back through from their homeworld to invade the planet, and I like the storyline about the petals. You know, the petals duplicating and feeding off human blood, because a flower petal came through a void in space and time and is now duplicating and feeding off blood of animals and all that. Yeah, and I do think the 2 storylines will link at the end of Bravish Heart. That's what I think will happen. And in this episode, did we see any deaths? We didn't see any deaths in this episode. Another death-free episode. There was not many deaths in Night's Visiting. There was only 1 death at the beginning, but that wasn't really a death. We didn't actually see him die. And then he sort of came back at the end. But yeah, this episode was death-free. Another death-free episode. But I do think in the next episode, some characters will die. And I do think Matthias, I think that's what his name is, will die. I just do think he will die. Yeah. Well, overall, I do think this episode was brilliant. It was, I don't know what to say about this episode, but it was still brilliant. I would rate it an 8 out of 10. It's probably my 4th favourite Class episode so far, and that basically means my worst episode so far. But it was still good. It's still good. Hopefully, in the next episode, we'll learn even more about the governors. And in this episode, we did also see the new head teacher come to Coal Hill School. And there's something very suspicious about her. She's definitely an alien. Everyone has guessed that before they even watched it. And she does have a dark secret. I can see it in her eyes. Yes, Mr. Armitage is now dead. We know, well, he died in Coach with the Dragon Tattoo. But in this episode, it's confirmed he's dead because he gets put up on the Coal Hill obituary board with all the other teachers who have died. Yep. That is it, the end of my review. Stay tuned for next week's review when I review Bravish Heart, and the week after that when I review the next episode, and the next, and the next, and the next. Technically, there are only 2 stories of Class to go, and 4 episodes, because episode 6 is a one-off penultimate story, and episode 7 and 8 are a 2-part epic. Until the next time, goodbye.